bitch and moan about between each other in society, I think this wall thing's kind of a fucking no-brainer.
Well, I mean, when you have land, that's the only way you're going to be able to put a wall up. Now, it's not going to be as permanent of a solution as what Trump wants, but it'd be a shit ton cheaper. Build 16-foot chain link wall, and then about a 50-foot space in between filled with razor wire, and then another 16-foot wall.
Yeah, but the thing with razor wire is, I mean, it's kind of like, well, I know I can't even make that argument because razor wire works on prison yards. Like they got razor wire at the top of all those fences, and they don't go over them. So
yeah, but I mean, are you going to try and climb through 50 feet of razor wire to get to the next fence?
I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
No, hell no. I'll take my bleached butthole and go do something else.
I can get my anus chocolates made somewhere else. God damn it!
Exactly.
Ah, man, I don't know. This wall thing it's kind of funny to watch, but it's irritating too.
Well, it's insanity at its best because 10, 15 years ago, these same even earlier or later than that with Obama, we need to put a wall up. We need to get walls there for security.
Yeah. So why is it a problem now?
Well, it's because all these Democrats want to stay in their office. And unfortunately, most of these Democrats are from Snowflakeville, and it's the snowflakes that are keeping them in office, and they're doing what their constituents want. Well, okay, there's a difference between what your constituents want and what the right thing to do is.
Yeah, I believe in that.
So
yeah. Although I did hear tonight on TV, I did hear Chuck Schumer say that the president is manufacturing a crisis. Like I would say what's going on at the border is a full-fledged crisis. I don't think anybody's manufacturing anything about it.
Now, this is the same Chuck Schumer who wanted a wall built.
Yeah, same guy.
Yeah.
Same guy. Yeah, we're talking about the same guy. The same Chuck Schumer that needs to quit riding Nancy Pelosi's dick.
I know.
Those two are inseparable these days.
You know what he needs to get her?
A box full of chocolate anuses?
Yeah, a box full of chocolate buttholes, dude. That's exactly right. You know what? I'm going to send those to every Democratic freaking congressman we got. Here's a casting of my butt.
At least Pelosi.
Yeah.
God dang.
So, or send Pelosi a negative copy of the old Wang Wang in chocolate. Do with it what you want. It's quality chocolate.
She turned to Chuck and say, "Suck it,
suck it, Chuck."
Oh my God, those two, man, freaking frack. TV came on, and when they came on TV tonight, I was like, "Oh, go."
Yeah, and for everybody listening to this podcast, this is actually Tuesday that we're recording this. We wanted to actually watch the president's speech and get the reaction before we got on, just in case we can pick up something that might be of interest to you. And, well, it's pretty much same old, same old.
Yeah, it's not interesting.
Yeah, not interesting at all, so we're really not going to talk about it. Other than, man, it just, times these days so insane.
Well, here's my thought I had the other day on this. I'm watching the news, and I'm seeing all this insanity take place. And I'm like, God, man, things are just at hand. It's just too fucking crazy right now. But then I started wondering, like, is that level of insanity, is that all just relative? Like, is like what we think is absolutely complete batshit craziness going on around us? Like during JFK's administration, like the Cuban Missile Crisis. I mean, people probably thought it could get no crazier than that. Like, this is the craziest times this country's ever going to see. So is the level of crazy to each administration or each generation, is that all just fucking relative?
I don't know. We talked about this a little bit in the past, where you think you raise your kids up a certain way, and then they still, buy into the social norm. And, maybe, is it because we bit into our social norm and social?
Yeah, mate, is this what happens when you have a changing of social norms?
I think this is what happens when you get old.
I don't know if I really wanted to hear that.
Well, true story. I'm 51 and you're 3 years from it. But
I'm almost 47.
But
I don't know, man. I think I mean, I hope, and if it is relative, if this is just our crazy that we're going through, like when our kids get to be our age, what's the crazy that they're going to experience? Like, how much crazier can shit get than what it is right now?
I don't know. Maybe when that happens, maybe we'll find out that there really was global warming, and all the icebergs are melting and California's underwater. And at that point, I'll be dead, so I won't care. But still, it makes the 1800s look so inviting. Like,
right.
Right. If I could go back to the 1800s and take some knowledge back there with me that I knew happened back then.
What would you do? What would you do if you took that knowledge back there?
Oh, dude, you could become richer than rich. You take some of today's knowledge and you go back into the 1800s and then recreate
give them smartphones?
Stuff. Well, no, just like, this is called an AR-15.
I'm about to change your life.
Yeah. Yeah, hang on. Check this shit out. See all those Indians riding in on those horses and they're coming to kill you guys? And how many people you got? You got like 33 people and there's 25 Indians. I think you're well matched. Y'all put your guns away. I'm going to show you something. Show you what one rifle can do.
That's where you, like, if you could go back in time, that's where you go to is the 1800s?
Probably so, yeah.
I don't know, man. I've been watching Mad Men on Netflix. I'd go back to the 60s and I'd work in advertising. Those fools hung out all day long in their office and just drinking whiskey on the rocks all day.
And smoked at their desk.
Yeah, just constantly smoking and drinking whiskey. And God, man, you can. I mean, it's crazy to me that like sexual harassment was commonplace in the workplace back then. Like, I mean, everybody was sexually harassing everybody.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here's something for you. Let's take a scientific calculator back to the 60s working at NASA. Everybody's doing their slide rules and shit. You come up with the answer like lightning fast.
This is kind of a good idea for a TV show.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, they kind of did it a little bit in Quantum Leap, but it wasn't that you were going back. He would go back in the past to save somebody.
Right. I just want a TV show where you go back and just change people's lives with inventions.
Yeah, you just go back in the past and blow their fucking minds.
Like, you already got 2 episodes we can put in the can. I mean, that shit, man. Like, goddamn, we're on to something here.
Yeah, and we want credit for that too, Hollywood. So,
goddamn, if you listen to the shit we've talked about tonight, you talk about a fucking shit show podcast. This has been all over the fucking board.
Every one that we've had that went all over the board that we called a shit show, everybody loved.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody loved.
This is pretty much just a little glimpse into hanging out with me and you. This is how we talk all the time.
Pretty much. But yeah, dude, wouldn't it be great to go to certain events, in the past, like going back to World War II and Pearl Harbor. And
warning them?
Yeah, and actually getting somebody's fucking attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, now we're into 3 episodes now. Like, I mean, we're gonna have a whole season of this fucking show before we get done recording tonight.
Yeah, what if the bombing of Pearl Harbor never happened because we took care of that shit?
Well, we still entered the war. I mean, you wouldn't have stopped us entering World War II because Japan would have tried to attack us. So, I mean, your goal's got to be realistic here.
Yeah, but what if you could do it with like 2 F-22 Raptors from today? Get like 2 of those fucking Raptors and take that shit back there and just start knocking zeros out the sky.
Tiddy and Shiner show up in 2 F-22s just lighting people up, man. People would watch that TV show.
Or just take one head on, just blow their mind.
This would be a good TV show.
Yeah, it would.
I'm telling you, man. I like the scientific calculator one. That'd be great. I mean,
that'd be cool as shit.
They'd nerd out on that so fast if you showed it to them.
Be like, yeah, I built that in my garage. I got my company's called Texas Instruments.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go public here pretty soon. So
took my ham radio apart, and this is what I got with all the parts that were left over when I put it back together.
Exactly. Yeah, this, actually this calculator here, it used to be a space shuttle. We took the shit apart and stuck
This is all the shit we had left over,
buttons,
so we just made this.
Yeah. Fuck. Or go back to music, man. If you could go back to like the original Woodstock and then be able to play guitar like Eddie Van Halen, you would blow some motherfuckers' minds.
Oh, dude, with all the LSD people were doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, their heads would explode.
Introduce them to a new drug called MDMA. Yeah, you think
like a fucked up dream that you really would have. This is the kind of shit you dream.
Yeah. If y'all think acid's good, holy shit.
Yeah, well, buckle up.
No shit. What else could you do? Could you go?
Or just go back to like Haight-Ashbury in the fucking heyday of that place and just take a fucking pocket full of dab with you and sing about that shit.
It's called dab, and we're gonna heat this tip to 1,100 degrees.
You'd be one popular motherfucker walking around Haight-Ashbury.
Yep, and then we're gonna poke it in this waxy shit, and I want you to suck in really hard and hold it.
And hold on to whatever you're sitting on.
Yeah, because we're about to blow your mind.
Yeah.
Dude, you could go back and do some shit. That really would be a good TV.
Oh, it would, dude. Dude, that's the one thing I wish that we had in existence was time travel. Like, that'd be cool as shit. Although my ass would get stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'd go back somewhere and get stuck in some horrendous situation. Like, I'd be stuck in New York during the fucking Son of Sam killings going on, and I'd end up being...
I'd probably go back to 1985 and learn how to play drums. Go to Stillwater, find this dude named Garth Brooks on campus. He's playing in a band at a bar every weekend.
And tell him we're getting ready to do big things together, buddy.
Like, let me tell you something, dude. I think you're going to break out real soon. It's going to be about 5 or 6, and you need me as your drummer.
Let's do this. Shake on it.
Shake on it. If it doesn't happen and you don't blow up, I'll give you $1 million.
Yeah. Deal?
Yeah, exactly. Deal. And oh, by the way, the Sooners are going to win the
Put your money on the red.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, if the Sooners win the national championship, can I be your drummer?
Yeah, that's what you could do.
Yeah.
You could make crazy bets like that.
You can make crazy money, too.
Oh, yeah, you could. Go back in time and bet on some sporting events.
Oh, God. Like Ali and Hearns.
I was going to say, I'd let it all ride on Buster Douglas. Like, let it all ride on Buster.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What was Buster? 30-1? Some shit like that?
At least 30-1. You'd be a rich dude after that night, man.
Yeah, I'm putting $100 million on Buster Douglas.
And I'd go back and I'd bet an insane amount of money. I'd go to Vegas because you could only find somebody to take the bet in Vegas. Probably, I'd bet an insane amount of money on Tyson biting off Holyfield's ear.
There wouldn't be a bet for that though.
Oh, they bet on everything in Vegas. Everything.
Yeah, but biting off is that
I guarantee you could have found a bookie in Vegas to take that bet.
Yeah, I bet he bites off his ear in the 5th. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, you could just go back and make insane bets like that. But see, I wonder, like that, the government would fuck it up because we'd have time travel, and then you'd go back, but there would be some kind of insane law or rule that you couldn't bring back any money from them. But I'd buy a real nice fucking house, and then when I came to the present day, I'd still have that son of a bitch.
Yeah, no shit, man. I would go back. I'd literally go back to the late 90s and buy this stock called Amazon for $18 a fucking share.
Yeah, did you see this shit?
$1,656.
Holy
a
Lord.
share, dude. And it's gone up $250 in the last week and a half.
They're the biggest ones now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like nobody's bigger than them.
Nope, they're above Apple and they're above Microsoft.
Holy shit. Yeah, see, you could do that if you went back in time. Go back and buy a bunch of that shit. You wouldn't have to bring anything back with you. You just have all the
800 billion.
rewards when you got here.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I we're starting to hit a bull market.